Swadika, thank you for joining us on Newsline. We are broadcasting live on NBT, Radio Thailand FM 88 and on NBT World. It's Friday, March the 25th, and you're with me, Tra Chirakalsan. Welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. In our first story, the Prime Minister has explained that the Thai government will be completing the Bangkok-Nakhon Ratchasima high-speed train route on its own, with China only contributing to its construction and setting up the route's technology. Speaking to the press while inspecting the project, Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha revealed that he recently spoke to Chinese Premier Li Keqiang on the high-speed rail link between Bangkok and Nakhon Ratchasima. He reportedly told the Chinese Premier that Thailand would continue constructing the rail line, which can handle trains traveling up to 250 kilometers per hour. Discussions on investment and funds will commence in July, and the project is expected to be completed this year. General Prayut affirmed that China would not be investing in the railway and would only be contributing to its construction and technological installations. He said the line would be the first of numerous future railways connecting the regions of the country, allowing existing train routes to be devoted fully to the transportation of goods. The Ministry of Finance has confirmed that the nation has the funds to complete the project, which has been considered a historic connection between the central and northeastern regions. Deputy Prime Minister Somkit Chatusipitak's economic roadshow to South Korea culminated in a major seminar titled Thailand Expanding Forward with Sustainability, during which the Deputy Premier outlined Thailand's economic policies. At the seminar, the Deputy Prime Minister announced Thailand's intention to enhance ties with South Korea after bilateral ties were allowed to wane over the past 10 years. He stated that the kingdom is now reforming its basic infrastructure and is adhering to a roadmap that will see general elections take place by the middle of 2017. He made known Thailand's economy is moving away from exports to focus on strengthening the domestic sector. The Deputy Premier pointed out that while the world economy is in doldrums, Thailand has been able to remain strong. With the government's stimulus measures, Dr. Somkit said he believes that Thai economy will grow 3 to 3.5% this year, noting that many of the state's plans are similar to those that have been successful for South Korea. Dr. Somkit explained that Thailand will enhance its connections to other ASEAN nations and invited South Korea to partner with the kingdom to make it a gateway to the ASEAN region. He said both tax incentives and other incentives would be offered to South Korea for investment in Thailand's infrastructure and urged a delegation of South investors to visit the country to discover its many possibilities. The Road Safety Directing Center has imposed strict measures to help reduce road accidents during the Songkran Festival and urged revelers to save water. Interior Minister General Anupong Paujinda presided over a meeting of the Road Safety Directing Center. The meeting agreed to improve dangerous roads, develop a plan to facilitate the public's journeys, and offer maintenance for public vehicles. The center said it would strictly enforce traffic laws and prepare rescue teams for fast rescue operations. The meeting also considered providing devices to inspect traffic law violators for officers. The center will urge relevant units to revise the 1979 Land Traffic Act and develop a database of road accident casualties. The National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, has resolved to approve a bill replacing the 1964 National Reserve Forest Act. NLA President Ponpet Wichit Cholachai chaired the Thursday sitting in which members of the legislature deliberated the National Reserve Forest Bill. The bill was presented by General Chirasak Chomprasop, chairman of the NLA Special Committee tasked with vetting the draft. General Chirasak told NLA members that the original law had been in effect for a long time and no longer reflected the ever-changing socio-economic situation. He also claimed that there have been more cases of forced encroachment due to the unclear demarcation and the inefficient land management for national forest reserves. This and other troubling issues have prompted efforts to amend the law. NLA members voiced their opinions, concerns, and suggestions before the legislature vote 154 to none, with 4 abstentions to pass the bill into law. The Constitution Drafting Commission, or CDC, has reached a conclusion on the qualifications of members of the committee tasked with the selection of senators when Thailand's political transition is underway. CDC Chairman Michai Ruchupan told reporters on Thursday that the charter drafters have already discussed and reached a conclusion on the qualifications of 9 members of the selection committee. Mr. Michai said that all committee members must be knowledgeable and capable, as well as possess experience in at least one area while being politically neutral. However, he noted that finalization of the issue depends on the National Council for Peace and Order. The CDC chairman also stated that the CDC has not imposed any ban on any NCPO member to serve as senator. Concerning the proposal that chiefs of armed forces should take up 6 seats of the upper house, Mr. Michai said that military leaders will be able to share facts about many situations with fellow senators, while being unlikely to cause any change to the standing of members of the upper house. The Russian embassy to Thailand has held a photo exhibition under the theme "Through the Lens of Prime Minister" by Russian Premier Dmitry Medvedev. His Excellency Kirill Barsky, ambassador of the Russian Federation to the Kingdom of Thailand, said that the exhibition has been dedicated to the 70th anniversary of the accession to the throne of His Majesty King Bhumibol Adulyadej of Thailand. It also comes ahead of the joint celebration of the 120th anniversary of Russian-Thai diplomatic relations in 2017. More than 100 photos at the exhibition were taken by Mr. Medvedev in Russia and other countries, including Thailand. Some of the images in Thailand were captured during the Russian Premier's official visit to the kingdom in April 2015.
Oh, this is a very unique event. Prime Minister Medvedev of the Russian Federation visited Thailand last April. And this is an opportunity to see our Prime Minister once again, as if he made the 2nd visit to Thailand. This time we brought 100 photographs made by Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev himself in Russia, in other countries, and of course in Thailand. And this is a chance for him and for all of us to show the beauty of my country, the openness of its people to Thailand. And this is a moment of celebration of our 120th anniversary of diplomatic relations between our countries, and also a chance to invite people of Thailand to learn more about Russia and, if possible, to travel to Russia and to see my beautiful country with their own eyes.
Mr. Medvedev delivered a written address to guests of the exhibition in which he expressed hope that the numerous cultural projects to be implemented by Thailand and Russia in the coming years will further promote diplomatic relations. The exhibition will be held until April 3, 2016 at Siam Paragon, and for those who are interested, please visit the website worldwideweb.eng.da/medvedev.ru for more information. Bangkok's Suvarnabhumi Airport was ranked the 5th best airport in the category of airports with 40 to 50 million passengers per year. This was at the annual Skytrax World Airport Awards 2016. The airport's general manager, Siro Duangrat, disclosed that in the same category were Seoul's Incheon Airport in first place, Germany's Munich Airport in second, Malaysia's Kuala Lumpur Airport in third, and Spain's Madrid Airport in fourth. Apart from this, Suvarnabhumi was also named the 10th best airport staff in Asia and given the 26th place among the world's top 100 airports. The rankings were based on more than 13.25 million surveys completed online by passengers worldwide through worldwideweb.worldairportsurvey.com and answering phone questionnaires between June 2015 and January 2016. The World Airport Awards are the most prestigious accolades for the airport industry voted by customers in the largest annual global airport customer satisfaction survey. And that's the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. Before we take a break, let's take a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
Pad Thai. Created from Thai wisdom, used to be served on banana leaf, and the banana tree is used for practicing Muay Thai. Muay Thai was trained in the temples, which can be found on the mountains, in the caves, or on the water, everywhere, just like Pad Thai. There are thousands of other stories to discover. Discover your amazing stories in amazing Thailand.
ASEAN Socio-Cultural Community. Due to recurring natural disasters in the ASEAN region, the ASEAN Committee on Disaster Management has become the main authority to coordinate emergency help during disasters. Moreover, there is background of cooperation in terms of environmental sustainability and restoration of natural forest land to reduce the impact of disasters. One vision, one identity, one community.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The Thai and Cambodian defense ministries have used the 11th Thai-Cambodia General Border Committee, or GBC, meeting to reaffirm their cooperation in all aspects ahead of the 65th anniversary of bilateral relations. Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister General Prawit Wongsuwan and Cambodian Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister General Thia Ban jointly chaired the 11th GBC meeting of military heads. The two sides used the occasion to exchange congratulations on 65 years of diplomatic relations between Thailand and Cambodia, with both affirming that military ties between the two countries have greatly expanded and led to concrete joint operations. The 11th GBC meeting's agendas include reviving border controls and border communities, migrant labor issues, narcotics, agricultural cooperation, public health programs, as well as cultural, educational, and religious collaborations. Impact Exhibition Management Company Limited and the Com Exposium Group are gearing up to host SEMA ASEAN Thailand 2016, which aims to enhance agricultural technology in Southeast Asia. General Manager of Impact Exhibition Management, Bat Loy Junho, said that SEMA ASEAN Thailand 2016 is the region's biggest agricultural technology and machinery exhibition. More than 450 farm technologies and innovations from 50 companies across the world are expected to be showcased at this event. The exhibition will take place from September 8th until the 10th at Impact Muang Thong Thani. According to Exhibition Director of Exposium, Martine de Gramont, technologies displayed at SEMA ASEAN Thailand 2016 have different and outstanding applications. She added that Thailand could become a regional hub for the agricultural industry. A special lecture has taken place at Ubon Ratchathani Ratchapat University featuring former ASEAN Secretary General Surin Pitsuwan as a guest speaker to raise students' awareness of the ASEAN community. The lecture was co-organized by the University and Public Relations Office Region 2. The event was presided over by the Vice Rector and held under the theme ASEAN Community Integration, Future of Prosperity. The objective of the lecture was to foster a sound understanding among the students of Thailand's role in the ASEAN community and encourage them to prepare to serve as quality citizens of ASEAN. On this occasion, Dr. Surin shared his knowledge of development concepts in various related aspects with an emphasis on human resources development. He said a competitive workforce would allow Thailand to keep pace with neighboring countries and the global community. Elsewhere around the world, UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon said during his visit to the country that the United Nations is working towards extending international economic aid for Lebanon. Ban made the statement at a press conference after meeting with the Speaker of Parliament of Lebanon, Nabi Berri, to discuss the political situation in Lebanon alongside the President of the World Bank Group, Jim Yong Kim, and the President of the Islamic Development Bank, Ahmad Mohammed Ali Al-Madani. Ban praised the generosity the Lebanese people and government have shown in helping Syrian refugees, saying that the UN is trying to push for stronger economic aid for Lebanon from the international community in order to eradicate poverty and strengthen security and stability in the country. World Bank President Kim said that progress to fund Lebanon's infrastructure sector have already been planned and that the World Bank Group is looking forward to cooperating with an effective Lebanese government. European Union Justice and Home Affairs ministers called for rapid agreement on stalled plans to share strategic intelligence data after suicide bomb attacks this week in Brussels killed at least 31 people and injured 270 others. The bombings at Brussels airport and on a crowded rush-hour metro train only 4 months after 130 people were killed in Islamist attacks in Paris laid bare the inadequacy of European cooperation on security. Officials say many of the European Union's 28 nations, including core EU members France and Germany, withhold their most strategic data despite professed willingness to share it. At emergency talks in an EU building only minutes away from where the metro bomb took place, they said European nations could no longer keep to themselves life-saving information such as flight passenger information. French Interior Minister Bernard Cazeneuve expressed frustration at the European Parliament for not having yet voted in favor of the Passenger Name Record, or PNR, despite an informal deal in December between the European Parliament, the Commission and the Council. PNR includes name, travel dates, itinerary, ticket details, contact details, travel agent, means of payment, seat number, and baggage information. Anne Hathaway, Julianne Moore, and some 30 other Hollywood actors and directors have added their voice to threats from the entertainment industry to boycott Georgia if the U.S. state's governor signs a new law seen as discriminating against gay people. Movie and TV studios, 21st Century Fox, NBC Universal, and Time Warner joined Walt Disney, AMC, Viacom, and Marvel Entertainment in either opposing the bill or saying they would take their productions elsewhere. Lured by tax incentives, more than 240 films and TV shows were shot in Georgia last year, bringing an estimated $1.7 billion into the state. They include AMC's hit zombie TV series, The Walking Dead, Disney's Ant-Man film, and Lionsgate Entertainment's Allegiant movie. The controversial bill passed by the Georgia State Legislature last week declares that no pastor can be forced to perform a same-sex wedding. Faith-based groups could not be forced to hire or retain an employee whose beliefs run counter to the organization, while churches and religious schools would have the right to reject holding events for people or groups to whom they object. Georgia's Republican Governor Nathan Deal has said that he will not sign a bill that allows discrimination. He has until May 3rd to decide whether or not to sign the measure into law. Giorgio Armani will stop using fur in all his products. The designer said technological progress means there is no longer any justification for cruelty to animals. Armani, who is 81 years old, said in a statement that the decision reflected his luxury group's attention to the critical issues of protecting and caring for the environment and animals. Starting with the fall-winter 2016 season, there will no longer be any fur in collections produced by the entire Armani group, which includes catwalk labels Giorgio Armani and Emporio Armani, AJ Armani jeans, and homeware brand Armani Casa. Joe Vinding, the chairman of the Fur Free Alliance, said the announcement by a man who has set clothing trends for decades was proof that compassion and innovation are the future of fashion. British designer Stella McCartney has long followed a vegetarian philosophy, shunning fur, leather, and feathers. Hugo Boss, Tommy Hilfiger, and Calvin Klein have also committed to going fur-free, but brands including Fendi, Michael Kors, and Moschino still sell items with fur. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. For any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook. Just simply type in NNT or check out our website at thainews.prd.go.th/en. We are going to say goodbye now with footage of a Hindu festival in India. I'm Tra Thirakosan. Have a wonderful day. Swadee ka.